he's good at coming forward at tough moments and then having these sort of inspiring words, again, which is why Washington's having them read to the troops. Payne's words were really needed in December of 1776 because it's a real low point for Washington and the Army. Failure literally seemed to be just on the horizon. In less than 3 months, the British had captured New York City. They had captured part of New Jersey. Food, supplies, and pay in the American Army were at an all-time low. And, almost worst of all, enlistments of soldiers in the Continental Army ended at the end of the year. Okay, so Washington, there he is, and he knows that the people in the Continental Army, their formal enlistments end at the end of December, and they could all just walk away and say, well, my enlistment's done, thanks, sir. Nice fighting with you, goodbye. And Washington could literally be left without an army. So he does one last desperate measure, literally to prevent the army from entirely disappearing. He uses the only thing that's available to him at this moment, and that is his personal influence. He makes a personal plea to the army to please stay with him for just 6 more weeks as a personal favor to him. Please don't leave. Just for me, for your commander, just give me 6 more weeks and then you can go. As a personal favor to me, who you respect, give me just 6 more weeks. Most of the soldiers agreed, and with that, Washington made one last desperate attempt to attack the British at Trenton, New Jersey. And Washington's strategy is good in this case. He basically waits until Christmas, really banking on the element of surprise. And then he launches a surprise attack against an encampment of Hessians at Trenton, and he wins the day with a loss of only 4 men, and he gains roughly 900 prisoners. This is great for Washington. It's such a low moment. And he really does get the element of surprise. The Hessians are just sort of stunned, and at first apparently think that there's like a little sort of advance guard of Americans who are attacking them, and they suddenly realize to their horror, like, no, this would be the American army. We're in trouble. And they fight, and there is a battle, but again, they really lose the day. The British, learning of the attack, are somewhat distressed. However, they assume at this point that they have the American army cornered at Trenton, and thus they decide the next day they will attack the Continental Army. Okay, so once again, they're not good at the element of surprise, the British. They keep sort of taking their time. Taking your time was not good at this point of the war. It is not a strategy that is working for the British.